Okay, so Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and the Kiboki Warriors kicked off Monday Night Raw. Io Sky got misted by saving Rhea Ripley. Now we have a tag team match at Crown Jewels. Well, hopefully they cook. Then you have Bailey versus Raquel, right? You know, Roxanne interfered. I didn't know the ref don't see that or whatever. So Bailey lost the match. She was getting beat down. Then Lyra came out and helped her, and they had a little moment, which was okay, I guess. Then you had a backstage moment where I saw the fakest crying of all time. I've never seen a crying so bad, but it is what it is. Io Sky and whatever. Then the Usos talk about what happened with LA Knight and stuff. Their tag team match later tonight. It was okay. Wasn't anything great like that. Yeah, LA Knight faced Kofi Kingston. He basically won. There's not much to talk about that match, anyways. He hit the BFT and he got the one. That's it. Nothing much. And then you have Rusev versus Dominic Mysterio. It was an interesting match. Dominic did a little Eddie Guerrero stuff. It was okay, I guess. Dominic is one of the best heels around. Probably the only young talent Triple H is using properly. And then we had a segment with Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Rollins basically talking about how he carried WWE on his back. Cody Rhodes with the same respect you, I don't hate you promo over and over again. Nothing special here. But I really hope Rollins win the match because, Cody already won 3 matches. Rollins need this win. I'm not really a fan of any of them, but I think Rollins need this win. Yeah. Then AJ Styles came out thanking the fans for giving him a match against John Cena, and saying he's get to do what he likes most, beating up John Cena. This was interesting. I like seeing AJ Styles. He's one of the best, and he definitely deserved better. So that was that. He had a tag team match later on that night with Dragon Lee versus L or whatever you call them, Mercado or something like that. And they lost their debut tag team match against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. It was an interesting match. Then you have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed moments away from beating the Usos. Roman Reigns returned for the 10,000th time. The return king. The crowd erupted. Everyone was shocked once again for Roman Reigns' return. But this guy, yeah, he's an aura, man. This guy has aura all around him. It was great to see him again. But they haven't been doing much with him. Roman Reigns comes out with a chair, beats up Bronson Reed, beats up Braun Breaker and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was a little interesting, but I've been seeing this for quite some time. It's like Raw and SmackDown keep using the same recipe over and over again. I'm tired of seeing the same stuff over and over. And honestly, this Raw was mid once again. Another mid show. It did not cook at all. You know what I'm saying? And as I said earlier, Roman Reigns beat up Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. He tossed Braun Breaker back in the ring. Jimmy hit him with a super kick. Jay then hit him with a spear. They hit him with a double frog splash, and they got the win. And that was a good moment. Wasn't too bad, but I've seen that match a lot of time. I am tired of seeing it. There was a moment where Roman was talking to Jay, and he didn't communicate it with Jimmy at all, and Jimmy was like, "What's going on?" But this Raw was mid. I gotta be honest. Raw has been mid for quite some time, and I think Triple H needs to try to do better with storytelling. He's not a really good booker. He's not doing well. He needs to be, fired or get somebody else. Or Triple H is not doing well. He needs help with his writing. And Raw, once again, the same stuff over and over again. The long storytelling and the bad story ending. I'm tired of it. But it is what it is, and that's another episode of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, basically. So that's it, guys.